Tonight's show is brought to you by...
Hi, my name's Dr. Larry. Nice to meet you. I don't just play a psychotherapist on the radio. I like to think that I am America's heart. Because for as long as I can remember, I've been helping people all over the country say no to fear. So when you feel your cheeks start to clench up and that worry starts to creep into your heart, just don't. Instead, dial 1-900-ITS-OK and you can talk to me anytime. What are you worried about now? An impending civil race war? Maybe getting killed by the police? Your kids dying from coronavirus because they gotta go back to school? Maybe you're worried about somebody shooting you at Walmart, just because you don't want to wear a face mask. Well, just don't worry about any of it, because for just $2.95 per minute, I will initiate you into the No Worry Army and make you forget about all of your stupid little problems. Dr. Larry is a trademark of Lawrence Rabinowitz. Dr. Larry does not hold a doctorate of any kind. It is not a licensed medical professional. Calls made to 1-900-ITS-OK are billed at $2.95 per minute and cannot dispense psychiatric advice. If you are suffering from depression, anxiety, addiction, hopelessness, or similar symptoms, please consult a clinical psychologist. Hello and welcome to episode 39 of the War on Morons, where we speak truth to stupidity. I'm Jay.
And I'm Anissa.
And if you're joining us on Facebook or YouTube, we hope you're enjoying the brand new video format of the show, which just goes to show that we can evolve, even if the outside world is, just airing reruns all summer.
Tell me about it. Have you looked at these headlines yet? We've got governors shutting down their states for no good reason. Florida man committing ridiculously stupid crimes, crazy people pooping in public. I feel like we're in April all over again.
Hey, well, not exactly like April. This time there's baseball on TV. And we've got some new jokes, too.
Well, that's shocking, because I really thought we would have run out by now.
Right? I mean, wasn't this quarantine thing supposed to be over in, 2 weeks?
Yeah, well... Anyway, we'll get into the headlines in just a minute here, but first we want to remind you that if you're a fan of the show, subscribe for free at thewaronmorons.podbean.com so you never miss an episode, and so you get early access to each week's broadcast and bonus content like our new Friday night sports comedy show.
And remember, we don't just want to talk to you, we want to hear from you, and we want to talk with you on the air. So if you've got something to say, don't be afraid to call into our hotline. The number's 813-906-9099. You can catch us on the air, or if we're off the air, you can leave us a message and we'll play it on the show. And one last note before we get into it, we need more soldiers on the front line of foolishness. So if you like the show, follow us on YouTube, give us a like at facebook.com/waronmorons. Please share it with your friends, and please, if you can, go to Apple Podcasts and give us a positive review. That really helps increase our rating, and it helps more people find the show.
Awesome. Now let's get into this week's top morons. For our first story tonight, let's head out to Sacramento, California, where a woman took such offense to the mandatory mask policy at a Verizon store that she dropped her pants and urinated all over the floor. In response, one resident is quoted as saying, "That's inappropriate. We're not animals."
Yeah, I mean, where did you think she was? San Francisco?
To be fair, the pro-maskers started this one.
How do you figure?
Well, they're the ones who keep putting out memes equating masks with underwear and COVID germs with piss.
Either way, we finally have an answer to the age-old question. Is it better to be pissed off or pissed on? Anyway, since we're starting the show off with people using the world as their personal toilet, let's head across the pond, where English cops are hunting a man nicknamed the Fulham Pooper after he was caught on camera defecating in the doorway to some swanky $800,000 flats. Now, I knew there had to be a reason the entire United Kingdom is under CCTV surveillance, and it's so we can get great content like this. Thank you.
I have to ask, are you sure this wasn't England? Because people defecating outside of grossly overpriced apartments could not be more San Francisco if it had come with a free box of rice-a-roni.
Got him again. But it could. It could. I mean, what if the rice-a-roni box had a free syringe inside?
Ooh.
Yeah, like a Cracker Jack prize.
You might have something there. Now, while we're on the topic of great American cities crumbling under the rule of insane leadership, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot has enlisted the help of a census cowboy to drive response rates for the 2020 census. Now, after comparing her work to that of the mayor in the fictional Gotham City...
Hey, to be fair, I mean, we're talking Chicago. I mean, her murder rate's way worse than Gotham City.
Okay, yeah. And after doing that, she called out a horse-riding cowboy who rode out to the tune of Old Town Road, warning citizens that if you see the census cowboy coming to your neighborhood, that's not a good thing. That means you've got to step up and do your part and make sure you fill out the census.
Are you kidding me? Like, this isn't a Babylon Bee article, is it?
No, this is legitimate.
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
saw the pictures.
Like, this guy's going to get shot. Like, his first day on the job, he is going to
No
get...
doubt.
Yeah. Like, imagine this motherfucker getting up through the south side of Chicago.
And I mean, besides that, if they're going to introduce a superhero to their city, shouldn't his first priority be the hundreds of innocent people that are being shot every week and not the freaking census?
Hey, how else are they going to, ensure they receive copious federal funding to pay for the anti-shooting superhero or the census cowboy? Anyway, speaking of blue state governments that are treating their citizens like children, notorious nanny state ninny Gavin Newsom might just have taken the cake with his latest regulation for the people of California. This is a good one. So apparently, Governor Newsom's finding that his coronavirus shutdown orders haven't killed enough small businesses in the state. California's alcoholic and beverage control tightened its restrictions on bars and restaurants last week to rule that an exhaustive list of menu items, including appetizers, snacks, side dishes, salads, and, yes, desserts like cake, are no longer eligible to be considered a meal. Which makes me feel really, really bad at my diet. I haven't eaten a meal in like 3 weeks. Either way, why does this matter? It matters because under Newsom's bizarro version of California, you can only order alcohol with a certified meal. So basically, this is going to put bars and restaurants out of business. Like, I don't know if you read the guidelines, they actually listed 28 different menu items as no longer counting as meals.
Okay, I think I just have to ask the important questions here, okay? So, did they put nachos on the list?
Nachos didn't make the cut. So you can still order a margarita with your nachos in California.
Whew, well, at least there's that. Now, here's the bigger question. What about chicken wings?
Yeah, this is a hard one. But no, Gavin Newsom says no to chicken wings and beer.
Oh my God.
Ludacris is going to be very, very sad.
What a freaking monster. Pizza?
Pizza's good, but pizza rolls, specifically pizza rolls, are out.
Who even serves pizza rolls?
These are Californians we're dealing with here. They're practically children.
Good point, I guess. Tacos?
Look. We got to move on. You're making me hungry, and we got a
so
lot of
questions.
Oh, just on time, actually. It looks like we're getting a call, and it's actually from California.
All right, I guess I'll take this one. Area code 818, you're on the air. State your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, this is Jack, Dr. Jack Felsmere. I'm calling from Beverly Hills, California. Am I on the air?
Oh, great. Yeah, Dr. Felsmere, you're on the air, and I don't know why you keep sticking with the Beverly Hills thing.
Beverly Hills, because Jesus, don't tell me you're going to say that thing again. Don't say it. Do not say it. I've never been to Chatsworth. I don't even know where the valley is. I've never left Beverly Hills in my life.
Kind of weird that your
Hills,
caller ID says Chatsworth, though.
Chatsworth can go to hell, and so can Verizon, by the way. Anyway, that's besides the point. That's not why I called.
Okay.
Everybody knows me. They know that my practice is in Beverly Hills, so I'm not going to argue with that about I'm not going to argue with that about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm calling because of that last story you were talking about. You were talking about our governor, Gavin Newsom, right?
Yeah, pretty crazy, the stuff that he thinks is within his power to do. I mean, like, it's a lot of government overreach.
God bless Gavin Newsom. He's the greatest governor that we have ever had, and this latest order proves it, because he's looking out for the most important asset that California has. And you know
Really?
the California girl. This Donald Trump, he's always going out there saying he wants to, make America great again. Make America great again. Well, Gavin Newsom wants to make California girls look like California girls again. And I think that's a beautiful thing.
Okay, I am really lost here. I don't understand what this stupid ordinance has to do with California women. So
what do you mean you don't understand? Okay. Look, I'll have to break this down for you. I mean, apparently, you don't really. All right, so Gavin Newsom is trying to stop an epidemic, and this epidemic is beautiful young women. They've been sitting around for 4 months, in quarantine, and they've been shoveling bonbons down their throat. I mean, their asses are expanding faster than the fucking earth spinning around the sun.
Oh my God! What the hell? Well,
yeah. I mean, they're not exercising. This is prime beach body season. These girls aren't looking good right now. They're just eating, and now they're going out to the bar. And apparently, they're eating chicken wings. They're eating nachos, and they think they can wash it down with a Miller High Life. I mean, come on, you know where that leads.
You know what, Dr. Felsmere? That is such bullshit. Everyone's been going through a really hard time this year. It is nowhere near the time to be policing women's bodies. Like, people should be able to, eat what they want, do what they want.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, maybe, I don't know where you're from, but I can tell you that, you ever hear the song, California Girls? I wish they could all be California girls.
Yeah, it's a cute song.
Yeah. Katy Perry made one too. California girls, they're really sexy hot. Yeah, they don't sing songs like that about chicks from Mississippi.
Wow.
They don't sing songs like that for chicks from Ohio.
Come on, Dr. Felsmere, that's horrible.
I mean, you know what kind of food these people eat at a bar? They were deep-fried mozzarella sticks. I mean, they want to eat tater tots. I mean, they perverted cauliflower. They're taking cauliflower, they're battering it, they're deep-frying it. That goes straight to their ass. And Gavin Newsom, he's doing whatever he can, to get these women looking good again. You got to make an executive order to send them back to the gym.
You know what, Dr. Felsmere, I mean, really, I know that you are not an upstanding citizen by any means, but this is by far one of the most sexist, fucking horrible things you've said.
It is my job to make fat women thin and to make ugly women look passable. But I am not God. And if it wasn't for Governor Newsom, doing what he's doing right now, it would be a long road to hoe.
Oh my God!
That's the phrase. It'd be a long hoe to road. I don't know what. Either way. I'm just glad he's slapping the fucking deep-fried snacks out of these broads' mouths.
God, Dr. Felsmere, that's quite enough. I'm going to have to let you go.
I don't know. You sound kind of mad. I mean, what's your diet like?
You know what? My diet's perfectly fine. I just think that women have a lot more problems nowadays than worrying about whether they can order chicken wings at a bar.
Yeah, whatever. I'll send you a coupon.
Gross. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Wow. I really don't know how to reply to that call.
The worst. Like, just when you thought it couldn't get any worse out of California, Dr. Felsmere calls in.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, you'd think that he would, like, not like the fact that the governor shut his business down for the last few months. I'm assuming maybe his business doesn't do that well, when there's not a pandemic.
That would be a fair assumption. Yeah, I would say so. Anyways, let's get to our new segment, which is a game we like to call Florida or the Field.
Ooh.
Were these stories from Florida or from any other place? So Florida or not Florida.
Okay, so we've got like a guessing game?
Yeah, so all we have to do is read each other the headlines, and then you can guess what you think, if it's Florida or not.
All right, sounds fun.
I'll start.
All right, let's do it.
The first headline we have is a man arrested for reckless driving trying to scare kids.
Wait, so he's like driving around, yelling boo? Waving?
So I'll give you like a little bit of background on this one. This man was charged with a DUI, 2 counts of child neglect, and possession of marijuana. He did have the children in his vehicle. And he reportedly told deputies that he was just trying to scare the children in his vehicle. And mission accomplished. They were visibly frightened when the cops performed the traffic stop. So, yeah.
Does it say if they were his children?
I don't actually know. But at this point, I can't give you any more clues. You have to guess. Did this happen in Florida or the Field?
All right. So a couple things. So he got arrested for possession of marijuana. So that means that it happened in a state where marijuana is still illegal. He was charged with a DUI. I don't know. This sounds like something a Florida man would do. I'm going to say yes, he's in Florida.
All right, good start. Yes, you got it correct. He was in Florida.
Yes, good job, Florida man. Scare those kids, fucking lunatic. All right, I've got a story. I think I got some good stories for this. All right, so here's one. Man saws neighbor's garage in half amid boundary dispute.
What?
Okay. Okay, so I'll tell you a little bit of the background. So there's a man who cut his neighbor's garage in half with a frickin' saw. The reason he did this is because he was on friendly terms with the man who built the garage, but just not everyone who lived on the property after he died. So I guess he was a good friend of the person that used to live on this property. That guy died. His kids or something moved in. He didn't like him. So he cut the
and
fucking...
he was like, no. The perks have run out. This garage has got to go.
Exactly. And my favorite part is his wife actually made a statement here. She says, I'd like to think that this will be the final step in an often contentious relationship between, my family and their family. I'd like to think so.
The final step?
I mean, where are you going to go from there? You cut somebody's fucking house in half. I mean, what's next? You're going to shoot him?
Yeah, that seems like the natural progression.
Yeah, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and guess that this had something to do with fireworks at 4 in the fucking morning, but it doesn't specify what his, reasoning was.
I mean, anyone who's had a neighbor has been there before. And, you've got to admire this guy's dedication. I mean, going to town with a saw, that's some hard work. Like, how do you even do that?
I don't know. But maybe, just maybe, it was with the supernatural strength of Florida man. So what's your verdict? Yes or no?
This is tough because I could see this happening in places outside of Florida, but I think you swayed me. Like, I feel like the spirit of Florida man did have something to do with this. So I'm going to go with Florida.
Ooh, no. This was actually in Maine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That, I did not think Maine.
Well, I mean, you ever read a Stephen King novel?
Okay.
I mean,
I can see it.
Yeah. I mean, they produced Stephen King, and he's a fucking lunatic. Anyway, do you have any more in the stack?
Yeah, I've got a really good one actually. So the next one I have is naked man said he did shrooms with Jesus. I'll
Okay.
give you the background. After breaking into a home, a naked man explained to police that he had used mushrooms with Jesus and that they were playing a virtual reality video game together. Earlier in the evening, the suspect was reported for running down the roadway completely nude and hitting passing cars with his hands. When the cops eventually found him breaking into a nearby home, he was reportedly completely nude and had a substantial amount of blood and mud on his body.
Oh yeah, he's one of those muck boys.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So a lot to unpack on this one. I mean, Jesus, literally. I mean,
Right?
I'm leaning toward Florida because it seems like Florida man is always getting inappropriately naked.
Florida man does love his nudity.
Yeah, and I mean, if Jesus appeared, I don't know if I would just like play a virtual reality video game with him. I mean, there's a lot of other things that you could do with the Son of God. But
All right.
let's see. I'm just stalling. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and guess Florida. Is this a Florida man?
It is not a
Oh.
Florida man. Yeah. This one actually came out of, I'm sorry, I completely forgot. It's either one of two places. Okay, yeah, this is the
Let me
Kentucky,
get
the
Kentucky.
Kentucky man.
All right,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna guess Kentucky. If it wasn't Florida, I was gonna guess somewhere like in the Northwest because those people they like getting naked and doing shrooms too. So. All right, this next headline, it reads like an old-fashioned horror film. It came from her hindquarters.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, I'll give
Good.
you the details. So,
Oh no, please spare me. I don't want to know.
so a woman, maybe in Florida, maybe somewhere else, a woman told sheriff's deputies that she forgot about a drug pipe that an X-ray apparently determined was in her anus. An affidavit states. The case of the 34-year-old lady. It's a really weird term there, a lady. Anyway, the case of the 34-year-old lady with an apparent crack pipe sequestered in her hindquarters it happened June 12th after 3 a.m.
So let me just get this straight here. They needed a freaking X-ray to find this? Like, how do you forget that you've got a whole ass crack pipe crammed up your butt?
I mean, I think it's probably the crack.
I mean, if they needed an X-ray, it's a little more than just the crack.
No, I mean the crack made her forget that it was in her crack. Okay, let's not go all Abbott and Costello here. Let's just have a guess. Florida or the field?
This sounds really Florida, but I'm having really bad luck with guessing Florida, so I'm going to switch it up and say not Florida.
Ooh, it actually was Florida in this case.
Damn.
Yeah, Port St. Lucie.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they don't have anything better to do down there.
No. All right. My next story is a man caught on camera rubbing blood on local businesses.
Rubbing blood?
That's right. Absolutely. Now, there's not a whole lot of backstory here. All I can tell you is that the man was caught on camera cutting himself, rubbing his blood on a storefront, and then moving on to the next business down the street.
Oh, I think I know what was happening here. This sounds kind of like biblical. Like you mark the door with blood, so the angel of death kind of spares your household, doesn't take your firstborn son. Maybe he didn't want the BLM and the Antifa protesters to smash up those businesses, so he was marking them with his blood.
It's pretty dark, but yeah, you might have something there.
Yeah, and that's not really happening in Florida. That's happening in Portland and in Seattle. So my guess is not Florida.
Okay, well, you would be wrong. This was in Miami Beach.
Okay, I don't think it had anything to do with the angel of death then.
No, it's
maybe the angel of meth.
Brujeria, maybe.
Oh, that too, yeah. All right, I've got one more in this stack. I'm really liking this segment. We could probably do this again next week. But this one is this is a doozy. So, black child sold N-word passes to his white friends, and his sister thinks he's made almost $1,000.
You know, what can you even say?
Yeah, well, this is actually not a news item per se, so I guess I kind of, a little bit out of left field here, but it's actually from an advice column on Slate.com, and it's actually really funny. So some well-meaning white liberal foster parent wrote in, very concerned, saying that her 11-year-old black foster child has been selling N-word passes to white kids at his school for $20 to $50 a pop, and she and her husband are very shocked and don't know what to do. So apparently the way this works is an N-word pass allows you to say the N-word. And supposedly the other kids have been paying this kid on Venmo, and he's racked up nearly $1,000.
Man, $1,000. Talk about a side hustle there, kid.
Right? Like, I mean, I wish I could make that kind of money when I was 11. This kid, I mean, he has a bright future, if you ask me.
As what? He's getting middle schoolers to pay him for the right to use the N-word. Like, I don't know how you capitalize on that as an adult.
I mean, how's that any different from a successful rapper? Either way, what else do you expect with the nonsense we see in the media these days? What else would you expect?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how this would even work. Like, if you buy one of those passes, do you really think you can just go around dropping racial slurs without any consequence? I mean, I think mom and dad are still going to make you put $1 in the, cussing jar. Like, that's not, I don't think some slip of paper from an 11-year-old is exactly legal tender.
It says right here, Jerome at, Kennedy Middle School says I can call you an N-word. I don't know. Don't disrespect his hustle. Anyway, getting way off track. It didn't give the state in the article, but when I read this, I did a little Googling, and I found out that it's actually happening. It's not like a fake thing. And I found a news article from last year of this very same thing. So I know it's a little bit weird for Florida in the field, but in what state do you think kids are selling N-word passes? Is it Florida or is it somewhere else?
This one I actually feel pretty confident about. So in Florida, most Floridians just don't give a crap about anything at all. And they don't need a pass to go saying racial slurs, that's for sure. So I'm going to definitely say that this was not Florida.
Very good. Very good point. Yeah, in Florida, they just say it anyway.
Right.
Yeah, so this was not in Florida. The article I found, it actually was happening in Wisconsin.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, in Wisconsin, I mean, and they probably say it anyway, too, sometimes. But you might need a pass. Either way, before this gets even further off track, I actually see we're getting a call. Looks like a 702 area code.
All right, awesome. I'll pick it up. All right, caller, why don't you state your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, this is Ray Robinson, baby. How you doing?
Ray Robinson. I'm doing good.
Ray Robinson. Yeah. This which one? This Anissa?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I want to call up. We on the same network now, baby. Every Friday night, 7:30 Eastern time. 4:30 Pacific time. I hope you got the plug in. I hope you played our commercial. Everybody want to listen to Vegas Victories. You got me, Ray Robinson. Legendary basketball player. You got my man Vinny B. We talking sports.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am familiar with your new show that you guys are putting out.
I figured we call in, we bless the people. Tell them a little bit about what's going on. Maybe give some insight on what's going on with your stories too. You played our commercial though, right?
Yeah, we did. Mm-hmm.
All right, you got to play that commercial. Vinny gonna be mad if if we don't hear that.
Oh Christ!
Yeah. Anyway, though, I wanted to talk about that last story. You talking about the N-word pass?
Right. Yeah. Some kid decided that was like something he could sell. So.
Yeah, he got that idea from me. I've been doing that for years, baby. I've been doing that since the 90s. All my white friends, all my white colleagues, random people I meet at the casino. I tell them an N-word pass. I tell them, you go out and say the N-word. Go have yourself a good time. And I make my money.
And these people actually buy it?
Oh yeah. Look, I'm 6'7", baby. I stand tall. I tell him, you want to say the N-word, you better pony up that money, baby. Put that in my hand.
That's freaking horrible. I mean, one, I don't know why you're even selling this. It seems pretty, like, I don't know, gross, but second of all, I can't believe people, like, grown adults are actually buying it. Like, what is wrong with not saying that?
Everybody want to say the N-word. Everybody want to say the N-word. It feels good.
No, it doesn't. No, everybody does not want to say the N-word.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard of it, but there's this thing called a hip-hop. You ever listen to hip-hop?
Sure.
Yeah. Picture if you could say the N-word. I
think I'll be fine without it. Thanks.
Hey, it's not. Look, it's an N95. It's an N95. I say your N95. You can PayPal me. You can Cash App me.
What, like the mask?
Give me money on Google. What are you talking about a mask? We don't wear masks. N95. It's $95. You buy the N-word.
Well, okay. Here's a logistical question for you, Ray. Suppose I buy this pass from you, right? And then I'm around other people of color who I have not purchased a pass from.
They know what it is. Just tell them Ray. Say Ray hooked you up. Then you can call him the N-word.
God, that is freaking horrible. Like, this is outrageous. I can't believe you're actually doing this in real life.
No, it's outrageous, baby. Hold on, Vinny. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Vinny on. He'll tell you about it.
No.
Hey, what's up, Ray? Oh, you're on the phone with the Morons. Hey, let me talk. Hey, it's me. It's Vinny V, baby.
Vinny V.
The one and only. You're going to play our commercial? You already played our commercial, right? You're going to tell people to listen every Friday night. If they want something good and wholesome, if they want to hear some fucking sports, we're going to tell them all about it, baby.
Vinny, if you ask us one more time if we've played your commercial, we're not going to. So.
Hey, all I want to know is, I'm not going to ask you again. I'm sure you got it. Jay will hook it up. But Ray asked me to get on the line. He said you were talking about the N-word pass. I love it. It's the best $95 I ever spent. I got one from Ray.
Well, it makes sense that you would have purchased one of these. Yeah, that fits perfectly.
Oh, I say the N-word all the time now. I just go out on the strip and I scream it. I shout it as loud as I can. I say, "Hey,
Stop it!
What?
Don't actually say it.
No, actually, I was just thinking I would. I'm on the air. I'm sure we got a lot of people out there in Radio Land listening. They might not have heard it on the radio before, but I got an N-word pass in my pocket, baby.
You can't say it on the radio, Vinny. You can't say it.
Hey, it's not my show. I'm not worried about it.
Well, if you say that word on our show, we will take you off the airwaves forever, and you will not have your Friday night show, and you will never be on our show again.
What's up, Ray? Tell me a joke. Oh, that's a good idea, Ray. I got some. Hey, I got a joke for you. You ready? This is a good one. Hey.
Can't wait.
All right. What do you call a black airline pilot?
You better not finish this joke, Vinny.
You call him...
Do not! I'm gonna let you go.
Whoa. I think he ended the call before he got that word out, so...
Thank God. I mean, what the hell are those guys thinking?
I don't even know what those... have you heard their show on Friday?
I've heard parts of it, but it's honestly a little too insane for me.
We're going to lose our channel because of those morons.
I don't know why you keep giving them airtime. I really do not.
They pay for it. They pay me money. I mean, they pay us money. I mean, hey, actually, let's play their commercial. Speaking of money, we're gonna play the commercial. We'll be right back.
Great.
It's me! It's Vinny V, baby! And if that name rings a bell, it's because I've been the premier handicapper at every sports book in Vegas since 1988! And now, I'm taking my talents to podcasting every week on Vegas Victories with Vinny V and Ray Robinson. If you're tired of being bored into a coma by that sanitized plop on ESPN Radio and Fox Sports, and if you want to get your sports news and commentary from a bigoted, foul-mouthed pervert instead. Come on, Vinny. I mean, nobody want to hear that foul-mouthed pervert mess, man. Do it over. Rewind it. Shut up, Ray Ray. It's called a niche. I mean, we're not exactly going for the Mike in the Morning crowd. Anyway, tune in every Friday night at 7:30 Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and podcatchers everywhere at thewaronmorons.podbean.com.
All right, and we're back. I think that's enough from old Vinny for at least until Friday.
Thank God. All right, let's just move on to our next story, which is definitely out of Florida, as gang members in Central Florida are making the headlines for holding street parties to intentionally spread the coronavirus.
Oh, that's one way to say fuck the police, I suppose.
I suppose. It's pretty disgusting, though. I mean...
Yeah, this kind of sounds like one of those situations, though, where the story might not actually fit what's going on. I just think that, like, gang members in Central Florida don't give a shit. I don't think they're, like, intentionally spreading the coronavirus. They just... You can't tell them what to do.
That could be.
Yeah, they're like, hey, I can't go out to the bars. I can't go out to the restaurants because, I want to eat chicken wings. So, I guess we're going to have a block party.
That might be it.
Either way, if you think a block party is gross, the British Columbia Center for Disease Control might just have those gang members beat with their latest coronavirus advice. Yeah, I just can't believe this one. So, if you can believe it, the Canadian Health Department just wrote on their official government website that people should try glory holes for safer sex during the coronavirus.
What?
Yeah, if you're not enough of a degenerate to be familiar with the term glory holes, it basically means sticking your dick through a hole, like in a bathroom stall at a gay bar. So
I've seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I know what the concept is.
All right, perfect. So you know what it is. So I mean, think about this. I mean, these people are exposing their most vulnerable regions to literally faceless strangers who, judging from this sort of behavior, are carrying a lot more than the coronavirus. But, at least they've got that wall there for the social distancing.
You know what? To be fair, that actually sounds like a pretty apt description of what the government's been doing to everybody for the past 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, good one. But all I'm saying is, this sounds like a trick, actually.
Really? How do you figure?
Oh, yeah. No, this is actually, I mean, it's coming from the government. They're telling people to stick their dick through a glory hole or stick their butt up to a glory hole. I mean, I'm just saying, if you take this advice, don't be surprised when you stick your butt up to that glory hole and somebody from the CDC jabs a syringe into it.
Oh, man.
Take that, anti-vaxxer.
Yikes.
Let's just
Speaking
move on.
of butts and glory holes, wow, there's a segue. Anyways, our next story is about a man who was caught on video brazenly stealing a 3-foot dildo from a sex shop in Vegas. The stolen dildo in question weighs 40 frickin' pounds, is sold for $1,200, and is called Moby Dick by store employees. Now, the store is offering a cash reward for any info leading to Moby Dick's return. Little incentive for all you amateur Ahabs out there.
I don't even know what to say about it. So I'm not even going to say long. It's 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
Like, what was it wearing? Did it have a hat on? Like, how did this guy get it out of the store? Did he just, take it by the hand and walk it out?
I don't even know what you do with a 40-pound dildo. Like, I don't even want to know. Like, that's terrifying.
I don't even think you can use that as a weapon.
I mean, really.
I don't know. I guess what happens in Vegas,
That's an unusual scarecrow. I don't know.
Let's just move on. All right. So, meanwhile, in the heartland, people are still a little bit more naive. Like this Wisconsin woman who thinks that her husband got chlamydia after a business trip, Where did he get the chlamydia from? Well, she thinks he got it from a face mask.
Oh, no, honey.
Yeah, so this poor woman, she actually took to Facebook to argue against the mask orders that are going around, which I can, certainly respect. But her belief that the masks can somehow cause sexually transmitted diseases to infect her husband while he's out of town on business did lead to a little bit of a shock when her Facebook friends broke it all down for her.
Oh, man, that's tragic. I wonder if she'll wear a mask when she goes to meet her divorce lawyer.
Frankly, she might want to wear a mask anytime she's anywhere near her husband.
Yeah, no shit. God. Well, look, while the woman in your story was a little too eager to trust her husband, one Michigan woman decided she wanted to rid herself of hers altogether. So she went on to a website, rentahitman.com, and filled out a...
That's a great website. Did she, Google this, or just, she just typing things in? Whackmyguy.com, killmyhusband.com.
Could be either or. It's pretty to the point. And then, conveniently, this website had a service request form where she could fill out all her information and, just put all the details in. The website is, of course, fake. It's set up to catch people attempting to hire murderers, as this lady soon found out when she was arrested and charged.
Yeah, see, that's why I trust Yelp. Anytime I need, a plumber or, a dentist or something, I just go on Yelp and I just type in the service I'm looking for, and they send out, an email from me to, everybody in town, and then they all just start giving me I feel like I'm giving them free advertising, but what I'm saying is, if you're looking to kill your husband, just go to Yelp. Don't go to some dodgy website.
No, don't do that. But you have kind of given me an interesting idea. I would love to see the dark web's version of Yelp.
Oh, yeah, it's probably still called Yelp. It just means something a little different.
Yikes.
Anyway, somebody's trying to save us from this. Somebody's calling in on the hotline.
Thank God.
Yeah, so let's see. I think this is New York area code.
All right, well, we might as well take it, just when we're trying to wrap up the show, of course. Area code 718, you are on the air. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, it's me. Can you hear me can you hear me good?
I can hear you. Who is this?
It's your baseball correspondent. It's Rudy. I'm calling from Brooklyn. Rudy the baseball guy.
Oh, no. Rudy, the crazy old man who does meth at the baseball stadium and starts fights?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, you know me. I work for you. The baseball game, I call from the game and I tell you about what's going on.
We've never hired you. I don't know why you keep calling.
It's okay. I just want to call and apologize because I can't go to the games this year. They're not letting me in the stadium.
Thank God.
I tried to go to Citi Field. They wouldn't let me in. They said I could buy a cardboard cutout, and they put a picture of me in the stadium. And I told them to go to where to go.
Okay. Well, it's probably for the best. So.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bunch of bullshit. Because they're scared I'm going to get a cold. I told them I killed goddamn 30 men in Vietnam. I'm not scared to get a cold.
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, you know what, Rudy? honestly, given your track record, even if coronavirus wasn't a factor, they probably should not let you into the ballparks.
Well, I actually want to call about something else, not about baseball, because you're talking about, I think it's your new sponsor. You said you can buy a hitman or you can rent a hitman, buy a contract killer or something like that.
We do not have a sponsor for purchasing a hitman.
You were just talking about him. You said that you give him you go to I don't know how you go on the computer and you meet the hitman and he'll kill people for you for the money, right?
Well, so what we were talking about, Rudy, was a woman who went onto a fake website.
I want to kill a woman. It's a woman she's really been giving me problems lately. It shouldn't be that hard. She's 78 years old. She's kind of big.
Oh my
She's
God,
not gonna.
Rudy, stop talking. This is not appropriate. You
No,
cannot.
it's okay. I'm not that good with a computer. I can't see it too good. I think you can help me out.
Oh, there's
darling.
no way that we can help you out with hiring a hitman. What the fuck?
Well, it's a pretty important. It's important for the show. 'Cause you know how I said they wouldn't let me in the ball field this year to see the game. So I gotta stay at home on my Barca lounger, and I gotta watch the games on the TV. So you know, on Saturday they had a quadruple header. They got 4 games in a row, and I'm watching the Cubs game, and then I'm watching the Dodgers game, and I watched the Yankees game, and I also watched the Houston game, and I'm trying to watch all the games. You know, it's a good time. It's 12 hours of baseball.
Great.
But this goddamn bitch, her name is Margaret, and she's my wife, and she doesn't want to let me sit on the Barca lounger and drink beer and smoke grass and take pills and watch baseball all day for the next 3 months.
Yeah,
And that's gonna be a problem.
Margaret's got a point.
Well, I'm retired,
Okay,
and I'm a veteran.
yeah, you know what, Rudy? Most retired veterans do not take up a retirement of opioid addiction. I mean, what the fuck?
I'm not addicted to opioids. I just like to enjoy a little bit of Oxycontin when I'm watching the ball game, and I like to have a nice cold one or two. And Margaret keeps saying, I gotta do these chores. I gotta go to the grocery store. I gotta go shopping.
You
I
gotta be a
clean the shed.
person and function like a human being. Man, tough luck.
Well, how can I do that and do my job of watching baseball for you people?
Okay. Once again, we have not hired you. We have no affiliation whatsoever. Okay, we're not affiliated with you.
I know you gotta say what you gotta say for the cameras and all, but I really need some help. I gotta get this bitch out of my hair, and I figured, you know, this is a really good opportunity to show, you know, how good, you know, your sponsor operates. Maybe you could give me a freebie.
You know what, Rudy? No! Just no. There is so much
Is it
wrong.
because she's a woman?
It's for a lot of reasons. The main one being, we're not a hitman service, okay?
I know you gotta say that for the camera.
It's true.
If you won't kill her because she's a woman, I'm sure I can handle it. But I got a few more guys on my list. I want you to kill that Houston Astros.
You know what? No more, Rudy. Absolutely not. No more.
But there's this little fella, Jose Altuve. I don't think he cheated to win the World Series. He stole it from the Dodgers.
You know what, Rudy?
I think
good
that
luck.
he deserves to die.
Good luck with that. I really wish you the best of luck, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right.
You know, this show's taken a really dark turn today. I mean, he's trying to kill people?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, he might have dementia. Like, I don't know how serious to take that one, to be honest. Like, it's pretty disturbing, but he is ancient and on drugs all the time, so.
and he keeps telling people he works for us, for Christ's sake.
That's the part I have an issue with.
Yeah. Rudy, whatever his last name is, we've never met this guy. He does not work for us. He's a crazy man that calls in our hotline, and we probably should block his number. I don't.
Yeah. Probably, definitely.
Anyway, I think that's about all the time we have for today. We're up on the 50-minute mark. So thanks again for everybody that tuned in. We hope you enjoyed the new video format. And if you're listening on Podbean, go ahead and check it out. Facebook.com/WarOnMorons, or just look up the War on Morons on YouTube and, maybe get a different perspective on the show.
Yeah, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you have a great week.
See you next week.
Brother, you better get down on your knees and pay 1,000 more fools are being born.